What's up, guys? It's your boy Luca Bazooka here with my first summer video for the 2017 to 18 transfer window concerning Real Madrid. Now, we're just like, this is August 8th. We're just a day in, or a week and a day in for, since the transfer window has been opened. And let's get straight to it. Now, Madrid have been very, very busy. They haven't wasted time on anything so far. They've signed Theo, and after all the rumors and after all the, Madrid and Atletico had an agreement, a long-standing, eternal agreement where, they can never sell to each other. And then, it turns out the president of Atletico Madrid comes out and says there was never such a thing, and it's been confirmed Theo will be a Real Madrid player, and he will be presented on Monday as per the official announcement of the club. And I guess Madrid probably waited for Contrao to leave before they announced this. Then again, Contrao is now a Sporting player on loan. I don't know what it is about him, or maybe it's his agent that continues to help him to stay at the club for so long, and it's like he can't be sold, even though he has 2 more years left on his contract. But I don't know what's going on there. You would have thought Madrid would have sold him by now. He barely played last season, had a disappointing season on loan with AS Monaco, and played less than 5 games last season, and now he's out back on loan again. I don't understand why the club just don't sell him, or maybe they're just trying to run down his contract, or maybe nobody really wants him. Poor Contrao, man, he used to be one of the best left backs in the game, the wisest, and at one point, better than Marcelo. But the injuries and according to Ancelotti, he plays harder than he trains, which is probably what made Marcelo the eternal number 1. As far as I'm concerned. But on to other news. Jesus is back. Okay, just had to get that out. Jesus Vallejo is back from loan. He had a very, very great loan spell over in the Bundesliga. One of the best players for Frankfurt? I have issues pronouncing these German clubs' names. Anyways, him and Llorente, who also was the MVP of Alaves for last season. Crazy, man. Madrid's youth are booming these past few years, man. Both of them being, standout players in their respective loan teams. But now they are back to, boost up the squad. And with Pepe, his contract being up since, July 1st, who he also signed to, recently signed to, was it Besiktas? But, Vallejo is here. He's been presented to the fans, to the club, the media, the press, and he'll be wearing the number 3 in, reference to the legendary Pepe, who just left us. Now, another thing that is bothering me is this kid, is it Ceballos? Why? According to numerous reports, it's already been done. He has snubbed Barca and a bunch of other clubs to come to Madrid. And they're saying it's gonna be announced next week. I'm trying to figure out why that is so. I'm guessing James is finally leaving, or it's yet to be confirmed or announced that he has already left the club, which is why Madrid is going out to buy another midfielder. Don't get me wrong, dude is talented. He got the MVP for the recent U21, which Germany won along with the Confederations Cup. Damn, man, that nation is talented, man. But he got player of the tournament. But I'm still trying to just figure out why we're stockpiling on midfielders, especially the fact that the average age for a midfielder is 23, barring Modric and Cruz and maybe Casemiro. We have a very, very young young midfield, especially in the Castilla with the Valverde. Oh God, I'm horrible with these names. And Fibas, who have all been, loaned out to first division La Liga teams to get playing time. And, just like constantly stockpiling on these young talented players in like the same age range is, oh man, I don't know. It just creates more chaos. But, with Zidane and his rotations, hopefully he repeats them again, for the coming season. Everyone is going to get a fair amount of playing time, and, no more when ex players are fit, they will play at all costs. No. Hopefully that is eternally done away, from what we've seen last season with Zidane and his rotations. But on to other things. There's the James and Morata hoopla. Man U has signed, Lukaku. I'm not sure if they're still going after Morata. Even though Madrid are like holding out for, 90 million, and Man U is coming in with something over a 60. I think Madrid should just take the money and go, and just go. Even though I'd like for Morata to stay, but he's not going to keep riding the pine to Benzema and waiting for him to retire or leave the club, because Morata is young, he needs to play, and I believe it's in his best interest to go somewhere where he'd be offered consistent first team opportunities. And another rumor that bothers me, apart from the Morata James dark cloud, is Danilo to Juventus. That rumor has just continued to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Danilo is still in his mid-20s after 2 consecutive horrible seasons, even though he did kind of get better towards the end of last season, but still hasn't even lived up to his potential, let alone his price tag, despite the numerous amount of playing time he's been given. It looks like Madrid are ready to cut their losses and let him go somewhere else. And if that does happen, that means Carvajal would not have a backup. And honestly, I don't want to see another makeshift backup, being put in that spot, because that kind of just stifles the all-round offense-defense play that Carvajal offers. When we have somebody like Nacho, filling in for right back if Carvajal gets injured, or God forbid anything else. If there's talks about Akraf being promoted to the first team or being loaned out ish, but if Danilo does get sold, we cannot go the season with just one right back. Right now we have 2, woohoo, which is great, but now I don't think we can afford to go the season with just one right back. We need 2. We need 2, seeing as we're in a lot of competitions: the Club World Cup, the La Liga, Copa del Rey, Champions League, and the 2 Super Cups that are coming out, especially the long preseason that is ahead. Oh man. But good news, the Mbappe rumors starting to kind of die down. Maybe something is happening behind the scenes that we're not aware of, but as far as I know, they're starting to die down. But that'll be all for today, folks. The players are still on vacation, enjoying themselves after a successful, unbelievable, and never done before season. And I'm out.